popping? Y'all know what it is, man. Kushmastalee in the building this bitch.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Dallas Cowboys. On the return, here comes Victor Bolden.
Oh, come on.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Let's go. Let's finish now. Hey, 47.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott.
Who's your block, man?
That gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line.
I'm gonna tear his ass up. Pause.
Here you go. Here we go, 47. 26.
On second down, Elliott. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
26. 26.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Here we go. 1-8.
Prescott on first down. Escaping the pressure right. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Down, and now it's 2nd and long. After the penalty, it's Elliott. Breaks a tackle, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. They get 8 yards back there. They could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, here we go. 1-8. 26.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Flush to his right. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He got 29 yards that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
She just fucked my whole shit up.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Second down, Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
The first down carry by Elliott. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And that is incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Now this now, play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long.
Hey, Sway. Here we go. 180.
Prescott from the gun. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Clay Matthews able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it. But it just kept carrying and carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On 2nd down, here's Carr. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, that's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on 1st down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
You got 4. All right, get set, fellas.
On play action, now Carr. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down.
It's coming now. Here we go. All right, hey. Go. Get out there.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go. Get set. Let's go. Get out. Tight left. Hey, boys, we got 4 down. 26. Start there. Over here. Start there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Under 10. Hey, switch. Switch is 8.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Switch is 8. Here we go, 47. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you get a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll run with Darkwa. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On the run, Darkwa. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll try to run for it with Crowell. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
47. It's coming now.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Here go 46.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. 58's the mic, 58. 58's the mic. I got wide, I got wide.
26.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Here we go, 46.
Mike, 58.
Gun. 26. Gun. 26.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Cooper's first catch, and good for a first down. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, Gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
This will be caught at about the 6. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. To throw is Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Stays on his feet. A big seam, and he might go all the way. 30, the 20, 10, and it's a touchdown for the Jets.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Back to it after the pick 6. Prescott. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Got him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
47. Good.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
The Cowboys on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jordan Jenkins with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done, they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Crowell. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They keep it with Crowell on first. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a jet shaking up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Jumbo. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 3 down. 3 down.
Now they'll throw with Carr. He gets turned in over the middle. And he's got this down to the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
3 down. 3 down.
Here's Darquan. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Right back to him on first down. And down inside the 15 he goes. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now Darquan. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Hey, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a play fake here on first down. Well, the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Jordan Jenkins in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Here we go. Wide eight.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Flush. And he's going to go down again. Leonard Williams in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here we go, 47. 26.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
Here we go, wide eight. Here we go, 46.
Prescott down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Clay Matthews in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter from Oakland. And it's the Jaguars that have scored to grab the lead there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hey, Raider 2.
They'll run again now with Darkwan. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's got a noon one. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit them quick. A little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
4 down. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, it creates a penalty.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back now in Arlington. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. To throw, it's Carr. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8-up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's going to rifle one and got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
26.
First down, Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true. It's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Here we go, 46.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. From the red zone now, Prescott eluding the pressure right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Here we go, 46.
Mike, 58, right there.
Here we go, 46. 47. 26.
Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They come out here, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Dak Prescott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter play? That's what you need for a good counter. You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run.
Hey, what do you think? Here we go, 46.
Jack 31.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Here we go, going to 54, wide in.
He's tight right here, he's tight on the right, tight on the right.
Hey, here we go, wide in.
4 down, even. Watch twist.
Here we go, 46.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. I'm coming after you.
26.
They go play action here on 1st down. They'll buy some time right. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Here we go, going to 54, going to 54, wide in. 47. 26.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he stays up. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jordan Jenkins in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Prescott now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Wide eight.
It's going to be a long day.
Here you go.
It's going to be a long.
Hey, we're going right there. We're going right there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go, 46.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Check.
Here we go, 46.
Back to throw. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here we go, 46.
I'm here all day.
It's coming now.
Check 99.
On 3rd down, Elliott. Oh, now he bowls him over. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. They'll come out in the pistol. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. It's a keeper with Prescott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott with time running out, and the Cowboys will have the lead if they can hit the PAT. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. They've kind of got a situation here. Still 3 timeouts defensively, so maybe you try to run a play?
And if you do it as safe as possible. And I think maybe even quarterback sneak. Take care of the football and make sure that clock starts to run before they call the timeout.
We'll see what they do. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Dallas,